Genna Settle, a sprinter for the Portland State Vikings, put together one of the single best track and field seasons in Big Sky Conference history. As a senior in 2017, Settle swept the indoor 60 and 200 meter titles at the Big Sky Indoor Championships in February, then followed by sweeping the outdoor 100 and 200 meter titles at the Big Sky Outdoor Championships in May. Only two other athletes in conference history had previously accomplished that feat. Adding Settle's outdoor 100 meter title in 2016 to the four she earned as a senior, she finished with the second most individual conference titles in program history. Additionally, her 59 career points individually at the Big Sky Outdoor Championships are the most of any Viking, male or female, while her 105 combined points between the Big Sky Indoor and Outdoor Championships ranks second all time. At the national level, Settle qualified for the NCAA West preliminaries, the first round of the NCAA Outdoor Championships, 6 different times. That includes 3 qualifications in the 100 meters, 2 in the 4x100 meter relay, and 1 in the 200 meters. Settle also left Portland State with school records in the indoor and outdoor 200 meters. She held the Big Sky Conference and Championship meet records in the indoor 200 meters at the time of her graduation. Additionally, Settle was part of school records in the 4x100 and 4x400 relays in 2015 and 2016, respectively, as well as a Big Sky Championship meet record in the 4x100. That is some mighty fleet feat. Please welcome to the Portland State Athletics Hall of Fame, Genna Settle.
I don't do well with public speaking, so bear with me here. Like many others before me, I just want to highlight my community because I wouldn't be where I am today. None of this would have happened without them. So first, Ronnie Harrison, my coach from freshman and sophomore year, who gave me the opportunity to run at Portland State and most importantly, graduate college debt-free. And then my teammates, first Lexi, one of my oldest friends from 8th grade track and field, one of my biggest supporters, always in the background cheering me on. And my Portland State teammate and now sisters, Chris, who's here tonight, Nettie, and Alea. Funny story about Nettie is when we were in Boston for indoors, she gave me a foot massage because my feet were hurting. And the next day I went and ran my PR at the time. And Nettie is now a massage therapist, so. Oh, yeah. My grandparents who couldn't be here tonight, but also some of my biggest fans and supporters. My grandpa, My grandpa kept every newspaper clipping and article of all of his grandkids. We each had our own file. Even yesterday I was talking to him on the phone and he was bragging about this event tonight and he would be here if he can. They bought me my first track spikes and they helped with all the practice run arounds. There was 5 of us kids and so obviously 2 parents can't be everywhere at one time. So they would help drive us to and from practice, to meets and back and forth. And then my coaches, high school coaches, Mark Meyer, who couldn't be here, he also helped me a lot. I get really nervous, so he would talk to me before almost every race. We just walk around the track and calm my nerves down, and he had to deal with a lot of my bratty moments. he put up with a lot. And I remember he bought me a pair of spikes. I think I actually donated them to a high school student. So I had them up until a few years ago, my senior year, track spikes, which I ran my high school PRs in. He had bought those for me. And then John and Bonnie Erickson, who are here tonight. And I got to coach alongside with them a couple years ago at my high school that I graduated from. And they've taught me so much from my first few years of track to where I am now, getting to coach high school athletes. And the amount of meltdowns I had in Erickson's classroom. Erickson wasn't even one of my teachers, but he's probably one of the most influential teachers from my high school, just because he was a coach and his doors were always open for us athletes. And we would drop our gym bags, practice bags off in his classroom in the morning. I didn't even use a locker. I just dropped all my stuff and books in his classroom. And then, and Erickson likes to tell me funny stories of my crazy bratty moments as a high schooler, when I roll my eyes at the high schoolers and the funny things they do now, and like, you were there too. And most importantly, my parents. I played softball up until 7th grade. There was a team, I don't remember what team it was, but they would call me the cheetah because I would steal the bases. And so 8th grade year, there was no softball team. My dad's like, you should run track. And I'm like, that's a punishment. Why would you want to run? And I was like, I agreed. And I said, I'll do the shortest race possible. I'm not going to run far. And so, of course, I went out for the 100, which is the shortest race. And my dad's like, go ahead and try the 200. I was like, that is way too far. And that ended up being my favorite race. And then my mom, if she wasn't too nervous to not watch, I think she got more nervous than I did before the races. So she'd be pacing back and forth. But when she was watching, I always heard her voice. No matter where she was, I always heard her, go Genna! And so I really appreciate everything that they've done. They sacrificed a lot. They taught me work ethic. They had us bucking hay in the summer heats, and I think that taught me how to power clean when I got to college. They really taught me the work ethic to get to where I am, not only just in track, but just in school, outside of school, just in everything that we do. Raised me in church and just kept us grounded. 5 of us kids, not easy, definitely some struggling times. And I do have to shout out to my siblings too, because we were all really competitive with each other. Even though I only played softball and volleyball and track officially, we played every sport. We were outside, we played baseball, I played soccer, and I know nothing about soccer. Basketball, know nothing about basketball, but we played them, and my older brother allotted the teams, and we played. I also remember my first year of track, we found a little stick and my dad cut it as the shape of a baton. And I forced my sister to practice handoffs with me. And so they all played a role as well. At my brother's baseball games, I'd be like, Jason, let's go to the track. And she'd be like, no, I'm done. I'm like, no, one more. Then 8th grade year too, I remember my parents went to every single track meet, and I still remember that to this day. My dad with the video camera, my mom, go Genna! Again, my community, I would not be here without them, and there's so many other people that I can thank and appreciate, but I don't want to be standing here very longer, so thank you.